Let's go.
Let's move some lines. Welcome to MLB Prop Picks powered by The Bat on covers. Josh Ingles, Derek Carty, thanks for joining us here Tuesday, Wednesday, Friday, 9:15 a.m. where Mr. Carty's dropping his best MLB releases. We're adding some pitcher props today, some home run props. Good to see everybody there. Happy Tuesday. How was the board this morning, Derek?
Board actually looks really good today. There was a ton of stuff this morning. It has moved very quickly since then, but we still have a full card today.
Yes. Oh, Josh, Marchand last goal was incredible. Yes. Absolute heartbreaker when your team loses. That's why you don't invest. That's why I do enjoy betting on sports, because when you actually cheer for a team and you're a fan, you usually only win 1 in 30 times around that. So it's betting has a better return on investment, I find. Let's get to it. Lines are certainly moving. Let me know in the chat too. There is a suspended game today from yesterday, and I just want to know if your book voided it or not. I know DraftKings has the 24-hour rule. That's the Cleveland Minnesota game. There was 2 rain delays in it, and it's suspended and will return today. But some books have the 24-hour rule. If they play it, then it's still good. Let me know if your book is still there. Speaking of good, head over to covers.com. Head over to MLB Prop Projections. Find these numbers as well. Search by game, search by market, price shop, and find all the analysis from the bat. Get into the release procedure. This is how we'll do things, and this is how we've always done things. We'll tell you the book we're releasing it at. Secondary book, we'll tell you the game, the market, the player, the over-under. You let us know where you're seeing it move, where you're buying it, and then we'll discuss some buy points within that if it's different across the board. Hit that like button as we get going. Let's have a Tuesday. Starting off. Walter's done. As we go, the list changes so funny. You're like, oh, Brandon Walter. Oh no, that one's gone. Let's go. We are Reds, Pirates. We're at MGM here. Am I right? Am I wrong?
Yes.
No, we're right. Yeah. Even producer Mick's like, oh, we changed so much, but that's what happens when the market moves like it does. Let's go pitcher outs. I don't know if we got the same price here. Yeah, I think this one we might have to go to 365.
Yeah, that's 365. I think has the best number on this one.
And I think DraftKings has the secondary now too. So yeah, we're gonna go same game, Cincinnati, Pittsburgh. We're gonna go pitcher outs. 365 has the best price. DraftKings, last time I checked, 10 points off. That was 15 points off our hopeful price here. Okay, so that one did move. So we're 120 here. We are 115 at DraftKings, and we saw they're 110 at MGM. We're going to go Nick Martinez under 17.5 outs, plus 120 here. Let us know where you're seeing it. We'll see if we can find a buy price point here. Martinez. Just kind of you might just look at his outs and say, well, I think he's hit it in like 4 straight or something, but 96 pitches, 84 pitches, 86 pitches, 76 pitches, and 79 pitches. That's something more bankable than the actual outs. Being that efficient is hard to do.
Yeah, it is. It's not like his matchup today is particularly difficult, but there's going to be regression coming for him. He's not going to be that efficient. And, like you said, the pitch count's not very high. They don't let him go especially deep. And so if we're getting some decent plus money on him not finishing 6 here, we'll take it.
Yes, take it. Plus money there. Was 125 at 365 before we jumped on air. And now moving that way as well. 114 at Fanatics. Thank you very much. 115, sorry. We'll take that. That's a buy point. Do you have a buy price here to 110, maybe?
Let me take a quick look. Martinez. Yeah, I'm okay at 110.
Fantastic.
Once you get beyond that, maybe a little less.
Okay, let's get to a home run prop here. Texas. New York Yankees. 365. Secondary book, DraftKings. That's pretty much the way it goes, unless there's some crazy outliers on the big number prices. But for the majority stuff, it's going to be 365 at these prices, and then DraftKings maybe 25 points lower. Trent Grisham for a home run. Trent Grisham for a home run. Plus 700. Derek, how do you change, or have you changed guys like Trent Grisham, guys like Javi Baez, like guys who have kind of reinvented themselves in a different role, or is a lot of this just opportunity and setting more for Grisham?
I mean, it's a combination of both, really. Like the Bat X actually really likes Grisham. If you look on FanGraphs, the Bat X likes him more than any other system by a good amount. It's really buying into what he's doing this year. You look at his StatCast stuff, and it's like, wow, this guy's doing some real things. His barrel rate is, 50% higher than it's ever been before. His exit velocity is high. He's just doing good things. His strikeout rate is way down. His plate discipline looks good. Obviously, he's in the Yankees lineup, so he's probably seeing some better pitches. He's been hit even against lefties. Today's lefty, which I think is one of the reasons why we're getting the price where we are. But he still's been hitting second against lefties, and the lefty today is Patrick Corbin. So I'm about this one today for sure. And I think you can take this one a good bit lower than we said for home runs, especially. We're going to try to give prices. Let me see.
Has Patrick Corbin turned a corner in his career?
No.
Oh, really? Okay, so like his underlying numbers, like his 3.35 ERA, like he hasn't gone to drive line and found a new pitch, or he hasn't changed things.
So. No, I think he's just having a bit of good luck.
Okay, Grisham. He's only seen him 7 times. He hasn't seen him a lot.
And Grisham, I like this down to like, I don't know, plus 550 at least.
And yeah, for the record, because from Friday's show, quarter units for these home run props going forward. KC, San Francisco. Let's roll. I believe we're at Caesars for a giant number. Yes. Home runs. DraftKings is 300 points off, but I'm sure it's probably still a buy price, but these are just big numbers.
There. Go
to the bottom of the list. Kyle Isbel for home run at plus 2,000. You will not find a home run price bigger than 2,000, as you can see. I don't even think they'll post it. I think it's just like 2,000's our biggest risk limit for home runs and props.
I got him at plus 2,200 yesterday. Didn't work, but going back to the well.
Oh, nice. What's it like? How much difference when it gets that big? And like you're pricing it versus your implied probability versus the projected probability, like those hairs are pretty small, no?
They are, yeah. I mean, you translate the plus 2,000. Wow, I can't even process the number. Plus 2,000. The implied projection is 0.05 and the actual projection is 0.08. So like, we are talking slim edges here. This projects to win about 7 or 8% of the time, but that's still at that number, or at even, plus 1,500, plus 1,550. Like, you're still getting good value on that. You opening yourself up for more margin for error, but this is one I like. The Bat X has kind of been liking this prop all year. Basically, it's been profitable so far. He only has 3 home runs. Like, you need to amass a big sample size on this one, but I am comfortable going back, on Isbel consistently. I think it's going to be profitable.
So therein lies the biggest question, I think, in gambling, and it's something that people struggle to comprehend. How long do you stay on something where you think there is a small edge, but that edge is like 7 or 8%? Like, do you have to run it? Do you have to commit to like, okay, I'm going to play this 20 times?
You kind of
right.
do. Or at least just realize you're going to play a bunch of edges like this, a bunch of times. It doesn't have to be him specifically. It can be. So yeah, you definitely open yourself up to more risk when you're doing something like this, like a guy that's consistently showing value and you're hitting him over and over and over, because it's basically the same edge. It's correlated. Every single time you hit it, the edge is, well, the bad X thinks he's better than the books do. Like that's the whole edge. There's nothing matchup in it. There's nothing anything else. And so you have to decide, okay, what is the amount that I'm comfortable betting on this? You don't want to bet, obviously it's a home run, so you're not betting a full unit anyway, but are you going to bet your same amount on him day in and day out because they're correlated? Or are you going to bet less because you're going to be betting him a lot? That's kind of the questions you need to ask yourself.
Yes. Can you be liquid enough to keep betting on Kyle Isbel for the month of May, which is, like, I like how you said it, something you have to realize before going into it. It's not just, he's just going to pop up one day on the projection. No, he's probably going to pop up every single day in that spot, especially at that plus 2,000 price point. So,
yeah. And it is worth noting. I mean, I said he's been like one of the bats, like home run darlings this year. You see him pop up a lot. It has been profitable so far, especially if you're getting a number like this. He's hit 3 home runs this year in 43 games, which is about a 7% rate, which today's projected is 7.5%. Like we're in, it's not like this guy has done nothing. I mean, he's done nothing because he's Kyle Isbel, but like he's done what the projection thinks he should do, which is comforting.
The only thing that would scare me away, like, imagine playing that and like playing it on those numbers, and it's like, and then he goes out with like a 2 home run game just to throw it all for a loop. You're like, no, because you don't get it. That would be the tough break. But yeah, 3 times over 42 games. So we're 1 in 20. So you're up basically 1 full home run unit. I'd assume, something like that.
Something like that. And the prices are going to be different every day, but it's usually somewhere in this.
I imagine somewhere around 20 to 1. Isbel was making solid contact last night. 2 hits, I believe. Thank you, Bobby Newport. I believe Bobby Newport's a KC guy, so he knows. San Diego at Toronto, another darling. Home runs, DK, 365, similar prices, I believe. Dun, 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 dun. Vladdy, home run, 600. Now, at these times, always check the milestone one here and then the over-under market. So if we just slide down, I think they have an over-under one too. Do they? They might not.
I don't think DK does.
No. But in these situations, always just go check to see if there is an over-under market. I mean, in strikeouts, in outs, pitcher outs, everything. Always go check it. I mean, we usually find our better price, but you'll notice there are a lot of discrepancies. Like 20, you can just go get 10 points, 10 free points, or 5 free points just by clicking on the milestone if you're looking for overs.
Yeah.
See, and then Yahtzee. I mentioned too, you can set your watch to what kind of minds the bettors have. As soon as you mention 2 home runs for Kyle Isbel, someone's going out there and pricing it immediately, right?
You're going to get like plus, I don't even know what on him. If anyone did
170 to 1.
170 to 1.
Yeah.
That is, I mean, good luck.
Yeah. You could play that the entire year. And you'd have to, 170 to 1. You could play that entire year, 1, and you're up.
Yeah.
But no, thanks. Vlad home run. Now, here's something. I know. Have you incorporated swing playing into?
Not yet.
Yeah, like that. There was the idea of it. I remember watching Vladdy swing, and like Vladdy gets a lot of flack for smashing 110 mile an hour balls straight into the ground.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you watch a swing play, and you're like, bro, like just change your angle. You see it. I had great seats. I'm like, come on. And is there any worry that? I mean, he's the same guy, right? Like who he is over the last 3 years. It's pretty comfortable to say, right?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, he's off to a slow start this year. I think it's mostly just bad variance. I don't see very much different at all about what he's doing this year. if anything. I mean, he hit the hardest ball of his career this year. His launch angle's about the same. Barrels are good. He's just not getting him over the fence right now, but I think that's going to change. I think the books are mispricing him. Similar situation to Isbel, where he's going to show up a lot. You kind of have to decide how you want to do it. He's facing a good pitcher today, but if we're getting plus 600 on, what is most likely one of the game's, maybe not best power hitters, but like a well above average good power hitter in a good park, I will take that.
Last year, he absolutely was brutal at the beginning of the year. Again, he hasn't been a great starter, and what he did last summer, I think, was absolutely insane. I think he went on one of the biggest heaters of his career. So I think his production's low right now, but could also increase like we've seen in seasons past. One more here. Let's go. Tampa Bay, Houston. We're at 365. DraftKings is 5 points shorter on the next one. It's hard to swing around your fat Milo. Oh, body shaming on a Tuesday. Come on. Is he fat? Is he? I don't know. I'm not here to debate that. I don't have a leg to stand on in that situation. Let's go. 365. DraftKings 5 points off. Houston, Tampa Bay. Market we're looking at. Player walks. Big bone. Attaboy, Yahtzee. Da-da-da. Taylor Walls for a walk. 240. Number still there? I can't find him. Oh, yes. 235. Oh, it dropped. It did go to 235. Okay, DraftKings at that same price.
Yeah, I mean, that's still fine.
All right. What's the beat here on Walls as I'm trying to bring up the matchup here? What do you got?
I mean, Walls is a bad, he's not a good hitter by any means, but he has good plate discipline. His walk rate is actually quite good. Kind of facing this guy Walter today, who I liked his lines until they started moving, but I don't think he's gonna be going super deep here. They have a hitter's umpire. Yainer Diaz is a below average pitch framer. Just kind of a bunch of smaller factors adding up here for a guy who was already pretty good in terms of walks.
The Brandon Walter situation is interesting because we missed his under 3.5 strikeouts was minus 125, jumped to minus 140 before we jumped on. So that was scrapped. Didn't pitch in 2024. Didn't really dig into his entirety. Assume it's probably Tommy John, but 9 games. 4 starts this year at AAA. Last one was 4 innings, May 15th, 16th, 17th, 18th, 19th, 20th. He's on 5 days today, but again, like you said, that leash could be a little shorter than normal.
Yeah, it's tough to tell how they want to use him today. He's pitched as many as 79 pitches today, or this year rather, but he's kind of gone back and forth between bullpen starting, the games that he actually starts, he's averaging more like 60 pitches.
It seems like a weird promotion, right?
Yeah.
I don't know.
What do they want to get out of him today? I could see them being we just want to get 2 or 3 innings here, or they try to get him up to 80 pitches. I have no idea. I haven't been able to find anything. If anyone sees anything about it, let me know. I was confident enough to take the under on him at the right numbers, but they've moved too much for me at this point.
Someone we're not betting on, but someone who's in that situation where when there's uncertainty, there's usually some value hidden. Where do you see Spencer Strider today? He threw 75 pitch sim game. When you see sim game, do you add another 15 or no?
It depends. That becomes his range of outcomes. He could go plus 15 here. I don't have him projected plus 15, especially because his velo was down in the sim game. He's already had an injury earlier, come back from injury, got another injury. I assume, I could be wrong, they're going to take him a little bit slower. I forget exactly where I set him at, but it definitely wasn't plus 15. I think I have him at
75.
75. Yeah. So
Right at that exact same sim number.
I think the sim number might have been 65, actually. I think that's where it ended up. I could be wrong. I was trying to find him. I was trying to find Bueller. It was hard finding both of them. But I think I saw 65.
Injury, then the hamstring injury. I mean, there's not a lot of reason to push him today. I get it. There was no tune-up game. It was just a sim game, I believe, for his 10-day IL. Yahtzee saying so 5 innings max. So that's it. Like,
yeah, I don't think going beyond that.
Yes,
unless he's just super efficient.
Yes, so that's showing some value on his under strikeouts. I believe early this morning I bet his under 1.5 earned runs, I think, was showing a lot of value. Just maybe low volume, it kind of works. I feel like they may limit him on the up and down. Hopefully they do. But that's it in the books. Touched on some a lot of stuff. Nick Martinez on the outs, Trent Grisham on the home run, Isbel for the home run at 20-1, Guerrero for the home run at another big price. 600's there. Like, we've seen Guerrero as low as like 450, but 650 I think is where we've seen the ceiling for that price. And then Taylor Wall, for a walk at 235. That moved. And then Graybill, yes. Graybill, we could tell you not to parlay all of
but you're going to do it anyway.
You're going to do it anyway. Like, if you put out a card, it happens every time. And if I'm victory lapping a sweep of a card, there's always people out there. It's like, hey, man, I put them all together. Congratulations. Thanks a lot. I'm like, wow. That's like the Kyle Isbel home run thing. Like, you're going to have to do that every day for it to hit. And then they get angry at me like, hey, he hasn't swept the board in a month. Yeah, sweeping the board's pretty tough to do. We're going to do them at singles. We're going to mark them in that. You can do whatever you want with your money. That is the free world we live in, and that's what you get to do. Deal with the consequences yourself. But, hey, it's Tuesday. We got lots of props kicking. We got NHL hockey coming up at 10 o'clock. Me and Dave Bastel, happy to get that out. Happy everybody there in the chat contributing today. As always, tomorrow's Wednesday, back at the same time, and then back again Friday. So appreciate y'all. Josh Ingles, Derek Carty, MLB Prop Picks, powered by the Bat on Covers. See you back here tomorrow, 9:15 a.m.